Hello there, this is George Mock with Texas Instruments, and I'm here to talk to you about the difference between two different ways to include header files in your C source, an important yet subtle distinction between those header files. What you're looking at here is a very simple, intentionally simple project set up in Composer Studio, and I want to draw your attention to these two lines here. These first two lines here in the source file. One includes myHeader.h and the other includes string.h. And I want to draw particular attention to how myHeader.h has quotes around it and string.h has angle brackets around it. That's a subtle difference, but it means a lot. If there's single quotes around it, the compiler is going to look for this header file and what we'll call just kind of the local directory, the place where you keep all your source and all your header files. If you've got angle brackets around it, the compiler is going to look for that header file in the system directory places, whatever those are. Okay, so at a high level, that's the difference. Let's talk about it again in a bit more detail. In the case of myHeader.h, it's got quotes around it, not the angle brackets. So the compiler is going to look for it in the same directory that contains, in this case, mySource.c. The C file that actually includes it is where the compiler is going to look for it first. If that fails, then it will continue on to look in the system directories. But the first place it's going to look for it is in the local, in this case, it's going to look right here, this directory that contains the project under Composer Studio. Alright, let's turn our attention to string.h. So it's got the angle brackets around it. It's going to look for string.h not in the local directory. It will never, ever look in the local directory for string.h. It's only going to look in the system places. Now the system places in this case, you can see it right here if you expand this guy. It's just going to look right there, okay, in this case where the compiler has its include directory. You can add directories in this place, just by going into show build settings and yeah, here we go, include options. Right in here you can click on add, and you can add directories in this spot right here, and those will be additional system places for the compiler to look for your include files that you include with the angle brackets. So there we go. I think that wraps it up. Oh, wait a second. There is one more thing I wanted to show you. If you wanted to catch more detail, if you wanted to see more detail on this, you could bring up Help, Help Contents, do a quick search on, well, search path, and here you go. In the compiler manual, it details everything that I was just talking about. If you've got it in quotes, it's going to look in the local directory. If you got it in angle brackets, the system directories. I'm George Mock with Texas Instruments. Thank you for joining me on this video.